2024 hasn't been the strongest year for fantasy TV series. In fact, there's only a handful of them that even made it to our radar. Picking the best ones wasn't as tough as it usually is. In this video, we've put together a list of the top 10 best fantasy TV series of 2024 based on combined ratings from IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes, and Google reviews. By carefully analyzing these platforms, we've curated a list of shows that truly stand out. Oh, and just so you know, this list doesn't include superhero or sci-fi shows. Let's jump in. Percy Jackson and the Olympians.
We were sent on a quest by the gods. What do you think, it would be easy?
Demigods, welcome.
Percy Jackson and the Olympians was released in the second half of December 2023, with most of the episodes hitting Disney Plus in 2024. The show currently holds a 7 out of 10 on IMDb based on 40,000 votes, 91% on Rotten Tomatoes, and a 3.9-star rating on Google reviews from 3,800 users. Created by Rick Riordan and Jonathan E. Steinberg, it's based on Riordan's best-selling book series. The show follows Walker Scoble as Percy Jackson, a young demigod who learns he's the son of Poseidon.
Remember what I taught you.
He teams up with Leah Jeffries as Annabeth Chase and Arian Simhadri as Grover Underwood to stop a war among the gods by retrieving Zeus's stolen lightning bolt. The series has been praised for staying true to the books, its world building, and strong performances from the cast. Good news for fans, the show's already been renewed for a second season, adapting The Sea of Monsters, set to release in 2025. My Lady Jane.
Oh, Charles. Bollocks.
My Lady Jane is one of the best hidden gem fantasy TV series of 2024, available to stream on Prime Video. With an IMDb rating of 7.4 out of 10 from 18,236 ratings, a Google Reviews rating of 4.7 from 1,571 ratings, and a 95% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, it's clear the series didn't reach a wide audience, despite these strong ratings. If you're after a fun, light-hearted historical fantasy, this is perfect for your holiday binge. It's a quirky retelling of Lady Jane Grey's brief time as queen, but don't expect a history lesson.
Nothing's more important than the monarchy. Quiet.
As you can see, I still have my head. I intend to keep it.
Instead, it's all about playful court intrigue and romance. The chemistry between Emily Bader and Edward Bluemel really shines, with their witty banter and charming love story at the heart of it all. Some may find the fantasy elements a bit over the top, but that's what makes it stand out. If you love shows like Bridgerton with a more whimsical twist, this should be your next binge. The Last Airbender. Netflix's Avatar. The Last Airbender is a live adaptation of the popular animated series. The show holds a solid IMDb rating of 7.3 out of 10 from over 150,000 ratings, a 72% on Rotten Tomatoes, and a 4.2-star rating on Google from over 30,000 reviews. The story follows Aang, the Avatar, and Last Airbender, as he, along with his friends Katara and Sokka, embarks on a journey to master all 4 elements: air, water, earth, and fire. Their mission is to end the Fire Nation's imperialist war against the Earth Kingdom and the Water Tribes.
I don't know where this will all lead. The one thing I do know is this is just the beginning.
The cast did a fantastic job portraying the characters, and fans appreciated the fresh take on the beloved story. While the animated series remains unparalleled in its legendary status, this adaptation successfully captured some of its essence and helps fans finally move past the disappointment of the movie. Netflix has already renewed the show for a 2nd and 3rd season. Renegade Nell.
Nell Jackson has unleashed chaos. So we're gonna save the world?
Next on our list is Renegade Nell, a British historical adventure series blending drama, fantasy, and a dash of superhero energy. It's rated 7.4 on IMDb from over 9,400 ratings, boasts 87% on Rotten Tomatoes, and holds a 4.6 on Google from 642 reviews. Set during the Stuart and Georgian eras, the story follows Nell Jackson, a working-class woman forced into a life of crime after being falsely accused.
You're going to die, Nellie Jackson.
Believed dead by her family, Nell returns home only to uncover a conspiracy involving wealthy landowners, scheming heirs, and a manipulative earl. With her two younger sisters by her side, she becomes an outlaw, relying on her cleverness, courage, and some magical help from a mischievous sprite named Billy Blind to stay one step ahead. Chaos.
A line appears, the order wanes, the family falls.
Chaos scored a solid 7.4 on IMDb from nearly 37,000 votes and earned a 76% on Rotten Tomatoes, proving it resonated with viewers. This hidden gem gives Greek mythology a modern, absurd, and comedic spin. Jeff Goldblum stands out as Zeus, blending his humor and charm into the role of a god dealing with a midlife crisis, while other gods juggle the chaos of modern life.
Everything they know, everything they love, lies.
I am one person.
The show's sharp writing, stunning visuals, and surprising moments make it a must-see for mythology. Fans craving something different. Though it was canceled too soon, Chaos is worth watching for its creativity and sheer entertainment. Agatha All Along.
I want my prize!
Agatha All Along picks up where we last saw Agatha Harkness in WandaVision. The Marvel series holds a 7.2 IMDb rating from over 64,000 reviews, 84% on Rotten Tomatoes, and a 4.2 Google score from more than 5,000 viewers. Kathryn Hahn returns as Agatha, now free from the spell that trapped her after her defeat. The spell is broken by a teenager who needs her help to navigate the Witch's Road, a dangerous path filled with magical trials. To survive and reclaim her powers, Agatha must form a new coven.
The bodies are really piling up.
But given her history of betrayal, including turning on her own coven, her motives are always in question. She's determined to regain her magic, even if it means betraying others again. If you loved WandaVision, you might find the slow start of Agatha All Along a bit underwhelming, but it picks up in later episodes. Sweet Tooth Season 3.
There has to be a way to save everyone. There has to!
Sweet Tooth, Netflix's post-apocalyptic sci-fi series, concludes with its third and final season. Set in a world ravaged by a pandemic, human babies are born with animal traits, sparking fear and rejection of these hybrids. The story centers on Gus, a half-human, half-deer boy, as he and his companions navigate a dangerous world. This season takes them to Alaska, where they search for Gus's mother, Birdie, hoping to uncover the truth behind the virus that changed everything. Season 3 boasts an impressive 92% score on Rotten Tomatoes and a 7.4 average on IMDb, with the entire series holding a solid 7.7 rating based on 75,000 reviews. Dead Boy Detectives.
We have to help. Even if it's scary. And the odds are bad, and we might die horrifically.
Dead Boy Detectives is a spin-off series of Netflix's hit fantasy show, The Sandman. It holds an IMDb rating of 7.5 with 19,371 ratings, 92% on Rotten Tomatoes, and a 4.7 rating on Google from 1,252 reviews. The series is based on the DC Comics characters of the same name by Neil Gaiman and Matt Wagner. It follows the story of Charles Rowland and Edwin Payne, who, after their deaths, chose to remain on Earth and use their powers for good. These teenage detectives track down the world's most troublesome ghosts and demons. Instead of entering the afterlife, they set up an agency to solve crimes like hauntings and investigate why a demon has stolen someone's core memories. Dead Boy Detectives is a fun, scary, and fast-paced series that keeps you entertained from start to finish. 100 Years of Solitude. 100 Years of Solitude just hit Netflix a few days ago, and it's already making waves. With an impressive 8.6 rating on IMDb from over 3,000 reviews, 94% on Rotten Tomatoes, and a 4.8 on Google, this might just be Netflix's standout series of 2024. Based on Gabriel Garcia Marquez's iconic novel, the show brings Colombian magical realism to life. It follows Jose Arcadio Buendia and Ursula Igueran, cousins who defy their families to marry and build a new life. Their journey leads them to Macondo, a town they create on the banks of a river surrounded by prehistoric stones.
Vamos a la guerra.
What follows is a multi-generational saga of the Buendia family, filled with love, madness, war, and the curse that ties them to a century of solitude. With its blend of magical elements and rich storytelling, this adaptation captures the heart of the novel and its timeless themes. If you're a fan of Garcia Marquez, this one's not to be missed. House of the Dragon, Season 2. House of the Dragon holds the title of the most watched show on HBO and Max in 2024, though Season 2 didn't quite match the heights of its phenomenal first season. Currently, it has a 7.8 rating on IMDb and 83% on Rotten Tomatoes, a noticeable drop compared to Season 1's higher scores. That's not to say Season 2 is bad, but the finale, a real letdown. The story picks up where we left off, with King Viserys' once death igniting a fierce battle for the Iron Throne. Rhaenyra and Alicent are locked in a bitter power struggle, turning into an all-out clash between Team Green and Team Black.
The enemy within is more insidious.
The stakes are higher than ever as both sides gather armies and dragons, culminating in a dramatic showdown that alters the fate of Westeros forever. This season delivers some breathtaking moments, especially the intense dragon sequences in Episode 5. I've been anticipating this season since its announcement, and overall, it's decent. While some episodes, particularly the finale, didn't quite live up to the hype, it's still a must-watch for any Game of Thrones fan.